Today, we are talking about business shortcuts, and we are going to explore why a shortcut isn't always the fastest route, as well as the 5 things that you might be missing out on if you're always chasing a faster path to your goal as a small business owner. Now, I get it. We all want to get where we want to go faster. Everywhere you look, there are promises of quick fixes, quick results, things like lose 10 kgs in 30 days, make 7 figures in 90 days, potty train your kid in a day. These fast results or shortcuts to a goal sound really appealing, and it's because they are all speaking directly to that part of our brain that loves easy, that loves simple, things with very little or no effort. And so what happens is we click that buy button, we order the fat burners. Now, little side note, it doesn't mean that there aren't ever faster ways or less effort ways, simpler ways to achieve our goals. There absolutely are. And it is safe to say that just because our brains love simple and easy, it doesn't mean that we also don't ever overcomplicate things unnecessarily. So it is important to question whether there is a simpler way of doing the thing that you're doing. However, we have become so fixated on quick fixes that we have lost the essence of what is required to achieve big goals. Goals that truly matter, goals that excite us and light us up. We are so tuned in to the idea of things happening quickly that we are convinced that something must be wrong with us when it does take longer. And let's face it, 7 figures in 90 days sounds so much more fun than 7 figures in 3 years. Who has time for that anyway, right? We want it now. But this kind of quick fix thinking has us on high alert for shortcuts. We're constantly scanning for the next new thing that promises us the fast path. And the problem with this is that we don't stop for even a moment to think how many fast paths we've gone down in the last couple of months. We don't stop to question whether those shortcuts actually moved us any closer to the goals that we've set out for ourselves to achieve in the first place. When we do take a moment to reflect, we often realize that we have completely abandoned our goal and that we unintentionally find ourselves in a different direction. Before you know it, you've spent months, even years, zigzagging your way to nowhere. Shortcuts speak to that part of us that is convinced that we must be missing some crucial piece of information, a crucial piece of the puzzle. But the thing is, there is no one way to do anything. So let's use a quick example like losing weight and building muscle. We know that it is scientifically proven that if you want to lose weight and gain muscle, you need to eat fewer calories than you burn, and you need to do some form of resistance or strength training to build the muscle. So that is the path. There are no shortcuts, not if you want to do it in a healthy way that is sustainable. So jumping from one fad diet to another, taking some weird injection or herbal pill, and then doing something else again next week is not going to help you to achieve your fitness goals. The yo-yo dieting doesn't work, and we know it. At the core of you, in your heart, you already know that there isn't a quick fix. There is a process. Eat healthy, sleep well, move your body, consume fewer calories than you burn, lift some weights. That is the process. And the process is the shortcut. The process is the fastest path. Now, are there ways to make the process simpler? Of course, we can prepare meals in advance. We can carry a water bottle around so that we drink more water. We can do all sorts of things to make the process easier. But the process is still the process. Now, the same is true for business. There are many ways to achieve the goal that you have set for yourself. The hard part is to choose one way and stick with it. Do not get distracted with shiny objects and fast tracks. Because it's when we get sidetracked by those so-called shortcuts that things actually take way longer than they need to take. Now, shortcuts aren't just wasting your time and halting your progress. They are also making you miss out on 5 things that can actually make you a better CEO and leader in your business. So let's look at what those 5 things are. Number 1, taking shortcuts will not help you to build resilience, right? If you're always doing what's easy, you won't build any resilience for the hard things that will inevitably cross your path as a business owner. Number 2, always looking for shortcuts will keep you from becoming a master in your craft. To learn those little nuances and details that you can only see once you can do things with your eyes closed. Number 3, looking for the quick fix or the shortcut might solve a problem in the moment, but long term, it could be keeping you from understanding and connecting to your ideal customer on a deeper level. The kind of level where you understand their problem so well that they think you live inside their heads. Number 4, looking for shortcuts will keep you from learning and growing because you might actually be bypassing important steps or lessons that could propel your success in the future. And number 5, looking for shortcuts will keep you in avoider mode, which means that you won't learn how to manage uncomfortable emotions or have the persistence to find solutions to problems, to solve for those problems, and to adapt where necessary. One of my favorite quotes by Martha Beck is, "Slow is fast, gentle is powerful, and silence can move mountains." So, if you want to go fast, stop looking for shortcuts. Do the work. Do what is necessary, not what is easy, regardless of the time it takes. If you are consistently taking action in the direction of your goal, you will get there. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, I want to invite you to join me at the Win Your Week on Monday virtual workshop that is happening this Wednesday on the 28th of February. Discover the 3 things most small business owners do that waste time and that keep them stuck in overworking, and where you should be focusing your attention instead so that you can work smarter, not harder. You can grab your ticket to the 90-minute online workshop at ilonkaras.com/winyourweek. The link is also going to be somewhere close to this video or in the show notes. I'll see you next week.